Good morning to one and all. Next, we are going to have the discussion on geography. I request you, please be with me. Chapter number 6, Major Landforms of the Earth. In this topic, we are going to see about mountain, plateaus, plains, and landforms and the people. And lastly, we are going to have question answer. First, you must have seen some of the landform featured as shown in the figure 6.1. So, as in the textbook, you are seeing the figure number 6.1 landform. These are the landform. In that you are observing plateau, plain, mountains, like that, right? Given in the textbook. Next, you will notice that the surface of the earth is not same everywhere. The earth has infinite varieties of the lands, and some parts of the lithosphere may be rugged and some are flat. These landforms are result into the process. You will amazed to know that the ground you are standing on is slowly moving. That means we are here talking about the plate tectonic theories. Moving further within the earth, a continuous movement is taking place. The first or the internal process lead to the upliftment and shrinking of the earth's surface at a several place. The second is the external process continuously, that is the wearing down and rebuilding of the land surface, that is the wearing away the earth's surface by called as erosions. The surface is being lowered by the process of erosion and rebuilt by the process of deposition. So here we are seeing about the different landforms of the earth. So what are the major landforms of the earth? First one is the mountain, plain and plateau. And here we are seeing what is the meaning of erosion and what is the meaning of deposition, and on that two particular process how the different landforms are forming. Next, these two processes are carried out by running water, ice and wind. Broadly we can group different landforms depending on the elevation, slope as mountain, plateaus and plain. As I stated to you that in this chapter we are going to talk about the major landforms of earth, about mountain, the types of mountain, about plateaus and plain. Next, first we are going to see about mountain. A mountain is any natural elevation of the earth's surface. The mountain may have a small summit and a broad base. It is a considerable higher than a surrounding area. Some mountains are even higher than the cloud. As you go higher, the climate becomes colder. As some mountains there are permanently frozen rivers of ice, they are called as glaciers. Please have attention, what are glaciers? So glaciers are the river of ice. There are some mountains you cannot see as they are under the sea. Because a harsh climate, less people live in mountain areas since the slope are steepy and less land is available for farming. So one question is here at the last, why in mountain areas less people are living or thin population is here? So this is the answer for that particular question. Mountains may be arranged in a line known as range, right? Many mountain systems consist of series of parallel range extending over hundreds of kilometers. The Himalaya, the Alps and the Andes mountain range or Asia, Europe and South America respectively varies in their heights and shape. There are the three types of mountain: fold mountains, block mountain and volcanic mountain. So here in mountain also we are studying the three types of mountain are there. First one is the fold, which are having the fold 1, 2, 3 in a range. Then block one, they are blocked, and volcanic mountain from which the volcanic eruptions are taking place. In the textbook all the images are placed over there. please go through it and see where is the block mountain image, where is the volcanic mountain image, right? Next, the Himalaya mountain and the Alps are the young fold mountains with the rough relief and the conical shape. The Aravalli range in India is one of the oldest mountain system in the world, and the range has considerably worn down due to the process of erosion. The Appalachian in the North America and the Ural mountain in the Russia, that's given in the figure number 5.1, have rounded the features. They are very old and fold mountains. The block mountains are created when a large area is broken and displaced vertically, and uplifted blocks are termed as horse, and lower blocks are granite. And the Rim Valley and the Rose Mountain in Europe are example of such mountain system. Locate them on a map. So this part is only to do on the map. If you are having atlas book at your home, you can do it. Next, Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa and Mount Fujian in Japan are the example of such mountains. Mountains are very useful. And how they are useful? Let's see. So mountains are the storehouse of the water. Many rivers have their source in the glacier in the mountain. Reservoirs are made and the water is harnessed for the use of the people. Water from the mountain is also used for irrigation, generation of hydroelectricity. The river valleys and the terrace are the ideal for cultivation of crops. Mountains have a rich variety of flora and fauna. The forests provide fuel, fodder, shelter and products like gum and resin. The mountain provides idyllic sites they visit. That means here we are talking about the usefulness of mountain. They are providing a fresh water, right? Second, they are providing a aesthetic view. Next, for the sports, for extracting of different minerals and forest products, mountains are very, very useful. Next, can you name some places in the Himalaya associated with these sports? So what are the sports are there? Just like paragliding, angling, river rafting and so on. Next, plateaus. Plateau is an elevated flat land. It is flat top table land standing above the surrounding area. A plateau may have one or more sides with a steep slope. The height of the plateau often varies from few hundred meters to several thousand meters. Plateaus like mountains may be young or old. The Deccan Plateau in India is one of the oldest plateaus. So please see it. This is talking about what is plateau. Moving further, when we are seeing about the plateau, the East African Plateau in Kenya, Tanzania and the West Plateau of Australia are some examples. Next, African Plateau is famous for gold and diamond mining. In India, huge reserves of iron, coal and manganese are found in Chotanagpur Plateau. This is that the plateaus are the rich source of the minerals, right? Subarnaka and the Jog Fall in Karnataka are the examples of such waterfalls. Then the plateaus, lava plateaus are rich in black soil, which is also called as Rego soil. Many plateaus have the scenic spot are the great attractive for the tourist people. Now we are having plains. The plains are large stretch of the flat land. They are generally not more than 200 meters above means the sea level. Some places are extremely level. Here, other may be slightly rolling and undulating. Most of the plains are formed by the rivers and their tributaries. The river flow down and the slope the mountain and erode. They carry forward the erode material, and after that there will be a deposition. that deposition of the stone, sand and silt along their course and their valley, which form the deposit that plains are formed. So generally plains are very fertile, that is the use of them. Construction of transport network is very easy, and these plains are thickly populated region in the world. So the point is here how plains are formed. So plains are generally formed due to the erosional and depositional features of the river. The rivers are eroding the mountains material stone, sand and silt, right? Which is stones, sand and silt. And after that they are depositing at the lower course, and then these fertile plains are formed. Just in India we are having Indo-Gangetic plain that has been formed by the Indus and Ganga river. Next, these are the usefulness of the plain and why the on plain lots of population is living, because the plain area is there for network connection, for transportation, for cultivation is very easy. Next, some of the largest plain made by the river are found in the Asia, North America. For example, in Asia these plains are found by the Ganga and Brahmaputra in India and Yangtze in China. Now the uses of plain. Plains are most useful areas of human habitation. They are the great concentration of the people, as a more flat land is available for building of houses as well as for the cultivation. So this is the answer why most of the population is residing in the plain area. The reason is this: because of the fertile soil, the land is highly productive for cultivation. In India too, the Indo-Gangetic plain, which I was talking earlier to you, Indo-Gangetic plains are most densely populated region in the country. Next, landforms and the people. So here again we are going to see about the landforms and the people. Humans have been living on a different kinds of landforms. They are mountain, plains and plateaus. Life is difficult in mountainous area. Plain provides much better condition. It is easier to grow crops, build a house or a road in a plain than a mountain. Can you point out some of the difference in the people live in the different kinds of landform? Sometimes natural calamities such as earthquake, volcanic eruption, storms, flood cause the widespread destruction. A huge of the life and the property take place when the peoples are living in this type of landform. By creating awareness about such incidents, we may lower the risk. You may find out what your own surrounding is, how many ways in the land and the water. Quite often we use the land in a wasteful manner, for example constructing house on a fertile land. Similarly, we throw garbage on the land and water, making them dirty. We should avoid using such important gifts of natural or the nature in a careless manner. The available land is not only our use, it is our duty to leave the earth a better place for the future generation as well. So here we are stopping here. This chapter is over. In this chapter we have seen about first what is mountain. After that we have seen the different types of mountain. There are three. They are fold mountains, block mountain and volcanic mountain. And where they are, that we have seen the facts and figures. After that we have seen about what is plateau. And we have seen our India's Deccan Plateau and world's plateau. Then we have seen about the plain area, Indo-Gangetic plain, and about China's plain. And after that we have seen about the landforms, how they are important, and what is our duty not to do, not to exploit the land, not to exploit the water or any other natural resources which can be very useful for the upcoming generation. Next, to go towards the question answers. Question number 1. Question number 1 is speaking about what are the major landforms. So we are having the three major landforms. that is the mountain, plain and plateaus. Right? This is the answer. Next, question number 2. What is the difference between a mountain and a plateau? You can directly write it down from the textbook. A mountain may have a small summit, or what the plateau is having. Plateau is having mountain like this, and plateau will be there like this, but at the top it is going to be like this. Mountain, plateau. What are the different types of mountain? As we have seen in the presentation, we are having the 3 types of mountain: fold, block and volcanic. How are mountains are useful to man? Already we have seen from the paragraph how our mountains are very useful. In the textbook also, I will show you from where you have to write the answer. In the textbook also, it is given on the page number 41. Here is the answer, right? Next, what are plains and how they are formed? So here we will see about how the plains are formed. So plains are generally formed by the rivers and their tributaries, and the river flows down the slope of mountains and erode them. They carry forward the erode material, and after that their depositional work is known as the plain. This is all the language from the textbook only. In the textbook the answer is placed in the paragraph of plains. Why are the river plains thickly populated? We already discussed and seen. The river plains are very fertile because they are having fertile land for the cultivation and for the living purpose. Next question. Why are mountains thinly populated? Already I stated to you. Because of the harsh climate, plus it is quite difficult to grow the crops and build the houses or the roads in a mountain. Hence people do not prefer to live in mountainous area. Next, take the correct answer. A mountain differs from the hill in terms of elevation is the correct answer. Glaciers are found in mountain, right? The next one, the Deccan Plateau that is present in our India. The Yangtze flows in China, and an important mountain range of Europe is the second one, the Alps is the answer. Please stick it, do it fast. After that we are going to see fill in the blanks. So the answers are already placed for you. Plain, young fold, plateaus, range, plains. And here is the fill in the blanks. So first one is the plain. A plain is an unbroken flat or a low level land. Next, the Himalaya and the Alps are the example of young and fold mountains. The dashed area is rich in minerals, so plateau is the answer. The dash is the line in of mountain, that means range. The dash in an area of most productive of farming, that's a plain. So here we have completed this chapter. We have seen the question answers also. Lastly, I want to tell you the small gist of this chapter. In this chapter we have seen the major landforms of the earth. They are mountain, plain and plateaus. We have seen the 3 types of mountain. After that we talked about what is plateau. Then after that we have seen what is plain, how the plains are formed, why the huge population is living on the plain, and what is the significance of mountain, usefulness, and we have seen the question answer. I request you, please write it down all the question answers, have a photograph and send me on the WhatsApp so I can understand that you are doing the homework, right? And lastly I want to tell you about that. Read this chapter once more. If you still feel any doubt and difficulty, please let me know. I will be happy to sort out it. Thank you to each and everyone. Jai Hind.